Let's now welcome the guests in studio with us this afternoon to help us, to talk to us more, pan out about what's making them tick, what are their plans looking at. We are talking about judo, and Kenya was represented in the just concluded African Open that had about 63 countries with over 400 judokas taking part. Kenya finished with 2 silver medals that came courtesy of Rael Kulova, under 48 kgs, and of course Amin Arun, under 55 kgs. Kenya sent 12 judokas. 2 of them finished with silver medals. A good run indeed, because 63 countries, over 400 athletes, and having medalists is something to be proud of, and hoping that they can build on the same as they move to the next. Let's take the opportunity to introduce the guests with us in studio to help us talk more about judo and what they do in the different, different arrangements within the judo family. We are joined in studio. I'll start with my farthest right, Kevin Ndahabonyimana, who is a refugee athlete, a judoka, won bronze in Abidjan in 2023. Also, went out to represent Kenya, if I'm not wrong, or not to represent the refugee, team with us in studio. Kevin, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Kevin is from Burundi, and at this point, maybe to just make him feel at home, Kevin, amakuru?
Amakuru.
Nimeza.
Ego.
Oh, good. That's the Burundian way of just checking and seeing how one is doing. Next to Kevin, we have Duncan Chemirio, who was the team manager of the team that went to Morocco. Also the deputy president, Kenya Judo Federation, with us this afternoon. A man who is so passionate about matters judo and always ready to talk about and give us more insights on what's happening from a judo front. Duncan, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kenyans. Good afternoon, Amphi. Good afternoon, KBC. It's another chance for me today to come and talk about judo, my sport. And
correct.
I appreciate whatever you guys do in sport. Thank you very much.
Most welcome, most welcome. Thank you very much, as you join us in studio. I'll cross over to my immediate left, and we are joined by Coach Zablon Masha. Zablon is not just coach, but also the education director at Kenya Judo Federation with us this afternoon. Coach, hujambo? Karibu sana.
Asante.
Habari za Morocco?
Shwari kabisa.
Sitaki kusema mengi, nitaongea baadaye. Lakini karibu sana.
Nimeshukuru.
Karibu. Next to Coach Zablon Masha, we have Adikinyi Odhiambo. Adikinyi, blind athlete, judoka, and also athlete chairperson, International Blind Sport Federation, in the world. The chairperson, athlete chairperson, International Blind Sport Federation, also a blind athlete, visually impaired, but with us this afternoon. Adikinyi Odhiambo, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
We'll be talking much more about your different responsibilities and how, you get it right in matters judo. Last but not least, we have Mary Njeri, under 70 kilograms, with us in studio as well this afternoon. Also a member of the team that was in Morocco just a couple of days back. Mary, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Uko mzima?
Niko salama.
Karibu Kenya. How was Morocco, Mary, if I may start with you?
Kulikuwa kupoa, baridi nyingi.
Baridi ilikuwa nyingi sana.
Sana.
Lakini hamukuwa na ugali pengine ya kutoa baridi?
Hakuwa nayo.
Hamkuwa nayo. Karibu sana. Najua mmemiss ugali, lakini mshapata. Karibu Kenya. Let's start with you, Duncan, as the team manager and also the deputy president, International Judo Federation. Deputy president, Kenya Judo Federation with us. As the team manager of the team, you led the 12 athletes, the 12 judokas to Morocco. Were you satisfied with the results and the entire hospitality when you went to Morocco? I know that was the time when African Cup of Nations was also going on. There was so much happening in Morocco.
Sure. By the time we were actually booking in for Morocco, it was still full because of the AFCON games. But what I can say is that judo, all-inclusive in terms of Morocco tournament, can say all the countries in the world came over to Morocco for purposes of that competition. We had the East Europe, we had Asia, we had America, Canada. We had so many countries which came from outside. It's an open tournament whereby we met with more experience, at least for athletes. The silver medals was a good riddance for us because it has been a norm currently, starting from 2023, that we must win whenever we go out of the country. And we are getting close to some of the sports which have been winning before. And we have expanded the house. We are making it bigger again. We brought up the cadets, the junior, plus the seniors. Now we also closing ranks to the refugee teams and the visually impaired. All these people are in our community and we have to bring them together. Judo is there for them, and Judo will bring everybody in Kenya to ensure that it is the best sport. It is a sport to look forward for in the future.
And as we do the same, you've mentioned refugee judokas, and also in 2023 Kevin won bronze in the Abidjan edition. Kevin, mwanzo wajisikia vipi kuwa baadhi ya wale ambao wako kwenye judoka hii ambayo ni ya wakimbizi refugees?
Natuweka pamoja. Na
judo ikiwaweka pamoja, inaonekana ya kwamba kocha Zablon Masha, kazi ni nyingi, kazi ipo kuhakikisha kwamba wanajudoka hawa wakienda kwenye ukumbi wanafanya jinsi mlivyowafunza. Je, uliridhika na matukio ambayo yalikuwepo kule mjini Morocco?
Kusema kweli, kwanza nipate kushukuru kwa sababu nikisema kwamba niliridhika itakuwa nakosea, na nikisema kwamba sikuridhika pia nayo itakuwa kosea pia. Na ile shukrani, kwanza ni shukuru kwa sababu kile kidogo tulichopata tulishukuru, na pia tuseme kwamba kupitia majudoka ulimwengu 400 na kitu kupata silver 2, hiyo si kazi ndogo, si kazi rahisi, ni kazi kubwa tumefanya kama majudokazi wa Kenya. Nina maana kuwa tunapopata nafasi zaidi tunaweza leta adhabu nyingi zaidi Kenya. Hiyo mimi naweza kusema kwamba tumepiga hatua kubwa ukilinganisha na miaka ya nyuma. Miaka ya nyuma Kenya ilikuwa haionekani mahali popote pale kwa nyanja za kimataifa, lakini sasa hivi unaona tunaenda, inakuwa ulimwengu mzima uko pale, lakini pia tunatoka na silver. Ina maana wakati tunapopata zaidi tunakwenda kila siku tukisafiri na kusafiri na maandalizi mazuri, wachezaji wetu wanaweza kuleta matokeo mazuri zaidi.
Kwa hivyo kwenda kule kucheza na kuwa katika baadhi ya wale ambao mwacheza na wao kila siku, wachezaji wanakomaa
aswa. Maana unapoenda kule tunapatana na wachezaji ambao wametoka katika mataifa tofauti tofauti. Ukizingatia kama vile tulikuwa na Georgians, maybe France, Italy, ni watu ambao wametoka katika mashindano ya juu zaidi,
wale ambao tunasema wamebobea
aswa namna hiyo. Sasa unaona mtu hapa ametoka kitongojini hapa
kwa hivyo ile experience wanapata
exactly. Na pia nirudi hapo kwangu Trevor, ni kwamba katika hatua tulivyoekwa kama kiongozi wa kupeana elimu Kenya juu ya mchezo, langu kuu nilisema kwamba ninachukua vijana chipukizi. Ukiangalia hata wachezaji wengi sana walioleta medals Kenya wako chini ya miaka 25. So ina maana kwamba kuanzia miaka 15 kuendelea mpaka 20, ukifika hapo ndio utafute mahali unaweza kuelekea ili tuweze kukuza zaidi mchezo. Hapo ndipo sasa Kenya itaweza kuonekana tukikomea. Manake miaka miwili inayokuja sasa hapa mpaka sasa tufike miaka 20, 28 huko kwa Olympics, tutakuwa pesa Kenya tuko mahali.
Kwa hivyo naona lengo lenu kuu ni kuangalia siku za usoni.
Hiyo ndo lengo kuu zaidi kwetu.
Maana ya kesho wanza leo.
Aswa, unajua.
Asante sana. Hatua ya kesho lazima ianze leo. Miradi, mipango na mikakati lazima zikashughulikiwa leo. Hebu tuende kwake Adikinyi Odhiambo. Adikinyi, you are the chairperson, athlete chairperson, International Blind Sport Federation. First and foremost, congratulations. I know it's not easy to do all this, but as an impaired athlete, visually impaired athlete, how is it like, to train and get it right in judo?
It is so easy. First of all, good afternoon, Kenyans. I'm totally blind, and I can tell you it's very easy when you love that sport. Even if you're a little bit scared. When it comes to judo, just accept there is a technique whereby you have to learn how to fall down, and the coach will train you over and over and you'll get it. It's not hard. You get used to. Within a week or two, you're good to go, and the rest follows.
So it starts with you,
Yes,
first of all,
yes.
developing the passion and the liking.
Yes, as an individual.
And as the chairperson, athlete chairperson, International Blind Sports Federation, what are some of your responsibilities? Because this is international, not just Kenya or even Africa or even the region. You represent athletes. How is it like for you?
It has been fun so far. I acquired this position early last year. I'm moving it forward. Yes, it's a seasonal position, I know that. And so far, so good. Interacting with athletes internationally has been great. And also here in Kenya, all I can urge my fellow athletes, because this, Makumi, I'll put it viral, let us embrace those sports that IBSA, our mother federation, that's International Blind Sport Federation, has enabled us to be embraced in Olympics. Like judo is one of them, because in IBSA, we do cling on the International Judo Federation for sponsorship and accuracy in this sport. So here back at home, just like other countries, I will now urge KSAVI, which is Kenya Sports for Visually Impaired, to come alongside Mr. Dan and the rest of the family in order for us to build judo, for it to be strong. It's a ticket at the moment, we all know. We are only remaining with judo on our table as KSAVI. I'm a member of KSAVI. So we are remaining with judo. Let us embrace judo. Those who love judo, come out, please. I'm there training in Kasarani. It will be fun.
Thank you very much, Adikinyi Odhiambo, impaired athlete, judoka. We'll find out from her how the training goes in so that they get it right, how they get to know this is the moment I need to do this, I need to take it easy, etc. Let's cross over to Mary. Mary, you were in Morocco. The weather wasn't that good. How was the experience like? Because there were 63 countries, over 400 judokas out there. How was the experience, and what are some of the learnings that as an athlete you picked that you'd want to improve on going into the future?
In judo, we don't lose. You either learn or win. So for me there, my experience, I learned. Kulikuwa tuna vitu mingi, but according to me, learn vitu mingi, makosa kidogo zenye nafaa kuja kurekebisha.
Interesting, because the way Mary puts it, we don't lose. We either win or we learn. Duncan, as the Deputy President, Kenya Judo Federation, we are seeing, just how judo goes out and how they get to play it. Duncan, with the performance that you saw out there, we know there are so many plans coming up. There is, there are plans next month in April, sorry, not next month, in April, where we have the senior championships that will be held in Nairobi. Is that a platform that you're looking at to maybe just gauge athletes, or it's a platform that you want to fully utilize, to showcase that you've made strides and big steps in judo?
I can say, as judo is concerned, we started far, but for the last 3 years, we have actually moved from worst position to the best position currently. We have one tournament coming up end of this month. That is the Ambassadors Cup. It's one of our National League event, which we always put our efforts to ensure that it tallies the international gauge, and we will use that event as our selection event for our athletes for the African Senior Championship. At the same time, we will be selecting for the African Open in Dakar, Senegal. In this event, I believe that we shall have the best from what we have been selecting since 2023 to date. 2024 African Senior Championship, April this year, will give a different game altogether for the national team. we shall seek for our team to have the best international training, high performance training centers, and we have seek for the Japanese coaches, and they have requested us to have our team plan well, and maybe they will assist us, give them the high performance training before April for 1 month actually.
That would be a good point, and that would be actually good in terms of taking the same to the next step. Remember, they are preparing for the Ambassadors Cup later on, and will be used as a qualifier, will be used to gauge and pick the athletes who will be going in for the African Senior Championships. We'll be talking more about what to expect, how are they going to do it when the coaches take out the impaired athletes. What are those things that they look out for? But let's discuss that when we come back after this short commercial break. Welcome back, for us to continue with this discussion. And I was engaging the coach to just find out how do they, train the visually impaired judokas into the same. And maybe his explanation has been one that, as he explains, you just get it very right. Coach Zablon, tuna wanajudoka ambao pengine hawaoni. Kwa mfano Adikinyi aliko nasi kwenye studio leo, huwa mnawafunza vipi ndiposa wakajua ya kwamba sasa nimepata grip, nimemshika mwenzio na kifanya hivi? Kuna zile feelings pengine unaweza mueleza aliko kule nyumbani. Okay,
kwanza nishukuru kwa hii nafasi River kunipatia, na nipende kuwaelimisha wale ambao wako nyumbani sasa hivi ambao hawaoni kabisa. Na hisi kwamba ni kitu ya kudanganya. Nafikiri mwenyewe Adikinyi amethibitisha kwamba yeye haoni kabisa. Na judo ni mchezo ambao si wa kunyima watu wengine. Judo ni mchezo ambao ni familia kubwa. Inakaribisha kila aina yoyote ile ya ulemavu. Yeye ako sawa, ni mmoja tu haoni, lakini anakula, anatembea. Nirudi kwa kufunzi wangu. Niseme kwamba hivi anakaa hivi. Tuchukue mfano mdogo tu, Trevor. Unapokuwa mahali umekaa, umefunga macho na umetulia kabisa, lakini sasa akili yako yote umepumzisha, wale wanasema ni kumeditate, si ndio? Unahisi kuna kitu kinakuja. Dhamira yako inaweza kueleta kwamba hicho kitu kinakuja kiko upande wa kulia ama wapi? Kushoto. Na katika judo tunapoanza tunaangaliana. Tunapoangaliana tunaanza kwa kushikana. Tunaposhikana, nikitoa mkono wangu kulia, nitabaki na mkono gani? Wa kushoto. Sasa ninapoacha mkono wangu wa kushoto, ama nitaingia upande wangu wa kulia ama nitatoka. Na nitakapokuwa pengine nimemwingia nataka kumwangusha, ni yeye sasa atakuwa anajua kwamba tumemfunza jinsi ya kuanguka ili asipate majeraha. Na wacha na hivyo tu. Hata kama anavotembea, kuna mtu adui ametoka mbele yake ama nyuma yake, atahisi kwamba ile nguvu inavyokuja, mashikio kila kitu tunafanya nini?
Kwa hivyo kuna ile
hisia ziko pale. Macho ndio haioni, lakini hisia zipo. So atajua hichi kitu kinachokuja kinakuja kwa kasi na iko katika upande gani. Ana uwezo wa kugeuka na kufanya nini? Kujikinga na kile kitu ambacho kipo.
Very well put there indeed on how they just get them into training. Adikinyi, if I come back to you, take us through your training. How do you train? Do you go hard, or do you normally just take it easy and try get the basics right, so that when you go into any tournament or any championships, you now go out there and express yourself? How is it like normally? Is it just about getting basics right?
All in all, first of all, I'm here to go for a championship. I'm looking forward to it. In judo, you have to train well. At the moment, I'm getting the basics right in order for Mr. Dan here and coach and a multitude of coaches to weigh me out if I'm set for the championship. That is how good judo is. So I'm ready. At the moment, I'm sharpening on the basics, because when it comes to totally blind, we cling on basics, majority of the basics technique. And in judo, we do have J1 and J2. When I say J1, J2, J1 is totally blind, my clan, and J2 are partially blind. We don't have J3. Sorry for the J3s over there. J3s were dropped. Yes, if you're a J3, you know what I'm saying. In our term, maybe T12, I'm talking of T12 and T11 are included in judo, not T13. Or when it comes to ball games, B1 and B2 are embracing judo, not B3. So if you're a B3, T13, please, just come. Yes, it's good for you to learn the basics for defense, yeah. Come and enjoy the game, but you'll not go out to play. Judo is only for J1 and J2, both men and women. And don't forget, when it comes also to judo, we go as per weights. So don't be scared. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Yeah.
The weight, will give you the comfort. So you will be going into your weight category, and nothing can go in terms of being unfair to you.
Yeah.
Mary, we have the Ambassadors Cup coming up, and of course we have the Africa Senior Championships that will be coming up later on, and we are hosting as Kenya. And remember, there are those who say mcheza kwao hutunzwa na hutuzwa. Sijui kama itakuwa ni vivo hivyo ama we mwenyewe kwa niaba yako ama pengine jinsi ambavyo umefanya mazoezi. Unahisi vipi kuhusu Ambassadors Cup na Senior Championships ambazo zitaandaliwa hapa nchini?
Okay, sahi after kutoka Morocco tumerudi training Kasarani na our national coach. Tuna train zile mistakes zenye tulifanya Morocco, tunazirekebisha ndio at least tukifika huko sisi ndio tuna host game. So at least tukihost game, medals zinabaki home, azini huko kwingine. Pia hiyo Ambassadors Cup lazima tujiprepare vizuri juu wana select the number 1s and number 2s. So tunafaa tu train tu poa personally mimi.
Asante. Tunakutakia na wengine wote ambao watakuwepo kwenye Ambassadors Cup kila laheri watakavyoingia kwenye ulingo. Kevin, as a refugee athlete, you are not just a judoka athlete. You've tasted success and you've been at the podium. Abidjan 2023 was a clear, Abidjan was a clear one for you because you had a bronze. How is it like your preparations, and are you looking at maybe taking part in the Ambassadors and the Senior Championships that will be coming up?
First of all, nataka nishukuru Federation vile ambavyo ilitusaidia kutoka from Kakuma kuja Nairobi alafu kwenda Abidjan, Niger, ukachukua bronze medal. Sio rahisi. Kakuma ni mbali sana kutoka Nairobi, muda unaenda siku moja na nusu ndio ufike Kakuma. Na nishukuru wa Kenya vile ambavyo walitupokea, vile wanatusaidia kwa njia mingi. Kwa upande yangu pia kwa Federation ilikuja, niliwa connect, niliwapigia simu nikiwa Kakuma, nikasema mimi ni one refugee, nacheza judo, nataka usaidizi. Wakapokea simu yangu, wakasema tutakuja kukuangalia, wakakuja, wakaniangalia, wakasaidia kunitafutia support, kupigia International Judo Federation, kupigia UNCI, na kukuja Nairobi, nikaandikiwa makaratasi, nikakuja Nairobi, nikawekwa Kasarani Indo Arena, ndo natrainia kila siku. Na vile vile tuko na wachezaji wengine, mimi ndo mmoja wa wale wameselektiwa na IOC International Olympic Committee, nikapata scholarship. Kuna wachezaji wengine wakupata nafasi, lakini Federation inawasaidia vile ambavyo inaweza, kwa sababu kuna wajidokezi wengine wa Kenya wako hapa pia. Huko tuko na wachezaji 150 watoto, wakubwa ni wachache. Tuko na under 20 kuteremuka hadi 10 years hapo. Yeah, au pia wanataka usaidizi, na kila siku nikikuwa hapa Nairobi naongea na Deputy President, nikimwambia uko Kakuma pia niko na wandugu zangu wanataka msaada. Huko pia hali si mzuri kwa sababu lazima tupate mkeka za kutrenia, lazima tupate jidogi, hizi mavazi za kutrenia. Ukisha treni mchezaji huko lazima atataka maji, atataka chakula. Hizo ndo vitu Monstri nawaambia. Pia wajaniacha mbali, wanakuja, tunaenda nao. Sometime kama niko Nairobi, kama niko Kakuma, wananipigia, tunakuja kuangalia timu imefika wapi. Wanaangalia. So kwa achievement zangu, na trenia Kasarani na Yusuke Utashiro, Japanese coach, international IGF coach, nimeachieve 2023 nikiwa kama nimepelekwa kama Kenya ilinipeleka kama the hoster. Nikachezea Kenya, nikapata bronze medal in Niger. Juu support sio mingi, nikarudi pia 2025 last year, nikaenda Abidjan kwa African Open Continental, nikapata bronze pia. Yes.
Asante sana na tunawatakia na wengine kama wale walioko kule pia kila laheri. Let's come to you, Duncan, as the Deputy President, Kenya Judo Federation. It's very positive to hear that you've accommodated the refugee, judo team. In short, you're looking for talent and you want to make sure that the judo talent does not just go to waste, but you want to see how best you can pick, the same talent and put it in good use. As we talk about the African Senior Championships, you also have Dakar, Senegal, African Open that will be coming up later on. The plans are, that you make sure you have judokas in all this. It means your role is all cut out. What's the plan to ensure that you send as many judokas into the African Senior that Kenya will be hosting and even the African Open that will be coming up later on in Dakar, Senegal?
Thank you, Amphi. One of the things which I maybe mentioned before I continue is that I don't know if KBC like it is. I would start marketing my product here today. Like for instance, we are looking at LA. We are looking, first if we can start this year, we are looking at Youth Olympics, Commonwealth Games, June, July, looking at youth Olympic Games in Dakar, September, and we are looking at LA 2028. All these under the plan, the government initiative of monetizing the sports. These athletes, if they cannot feature there, we may not be able to have our athletes benefit from the government plan. So our intention is to ensure that these athletes get that opportunity by ensuring they have trained properly, compete, and travel to ensure that they benefit from the government plan. And on the same fact is that we cannot do it without money. And I'm looking out there and looking at all the stakeholders out there, and I'm asking them, the government has done its best for judo. It is now we others to ensure that judo gets there. The government has done it for us to get the medals we are getting currently. We want you, our friends, our stakeholders, to come in and see what best they can offer for us to ensure that we have these teams perform both in the Youth Olympics, Commonwealth Games, and the LA 2028. We are looking at LA in terms of qualifiers. We are not looking at it as like Team Kenya. We are looking at the world and the points our athletes will accumulate in every competition they go. So we must ensure that we qualify, and qualifying is about financial. So everybody else looking at us today, listening at us today, we are coming there and requesting you if you can chip in to ensure these young children, young Kenyans, to have something for themselves and enjoy the Olympic Games 2028. Thank you.
You have a very, long cut, and my director tells me time is not on our side. But with all this, LA 2028, Commonwealth Games, Youth, Olympics, what are you doing in terms of upgrading the standards? Are you improving, or are you looking at helping Zablon, Masha, and the rest in terms of the technical aspects of the game so that we improve it very quickly as we wind up?
Before the end of the month, we shall be having coaching and referee training. Secondly, we are having high performance training for athletes next month in Japan, and that is how we are looking at those events coming up.
And as you do the same, Coach Zablon, pengine kwa haraka sana, kwa wachezaji utawahimiza vipi? Mbinu gani, mazoezi wafanye nini ndiposa wajiandae? Ambassadors Cup yaja, ametaja LA 28th, michezo za madola, Commonwealth Games ambazo zaja, utawahimiza wachezaji wafanye?
Okay, kama vile ametangulia kusema kwamba tulitoka Morocco juzi na tumepata makosa ile yaliyofanyika kidogo tulifanya Morocco. Ndio saizi langu kuu sasa ni kuhakikisha kwamba tunaenda kwa Ambassador Cup ambao tutapata wachezaji. Na wachezaji ambao tutapata Ambassador Cup ndio tunapeleka Japan kwa mwezi mmoja ili makosa ambayo tuliyofanya hapa tuyarekebishe zaidi kule. Kwa sababu Japan ni nchi ambayo imebebea sana kwa upande wa judo. Lengo letu kuu sasa hivi mwezi wa 4 tuna host Africa Championship, ndio kuhakikisha kwamba kama waandalizi wachezaji wetu wawe watakuwa na medals mingi zaidi, na pia tunapokuwa tumetoka nje kwa maandalizi ya nje, tunakutana na watu pia kimataifa. Tunajaribu zaidi kukuza yale makosa tuliyofanya juzi kuyarekebisha tukiwa tuko kule nje.
Asante sana, tunawatakia kila laheri Mary, kila laheri Ambassadors Cup. Adikinyi, wishing you all the best. I know you have so much as the athlete chairperson International Blind Sport Federation, wishing you all the best. Coach Zablon Masha, kila laheri na wakufunzi wenzio na wachezaji. Kevin, tunakutakia kila laheri. Duncan, your plate is full. Please say hi to Shadrach.
I think he's watching and he has heard it, but I'll still say hi, pass on your regards.
Thank you very much. That has been a discussion with the judo team. As they've mentioned, they have the Ambassadors Cup that's coming up. They have the African Senior, African Open. They're looking at the Senegal Youth Games. They're looking at Commonwealth Games and LA 28. We wish them all the best, and we'll be keeping an eye and we'll be appraising you back at home on how the preparations and the championships are going on.